Welcome to the Blerdsnerds podcast.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Blerdsnerds podcast. I'm Shannon.
I'm James.
I'm Jaja.
And we're back bringing you all our thoughts on everything happening in nerd culture. If you are watching us on YouTube, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and tell your friends to tell a friend. Or if you're listening to us, just audio, make sure you subscribe to us as well. And where you can find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or on any podcast app of choice. There's a lot of stuff going on this week. So it was a lot to talk about. So, how are you guys doing before we get into all that? What are some nerdy things that you've been up to?
It's good. It's been a week, especially on the video game side.
Yes, for sure. What have you been doing though?
In terms of video games, I really haven't watched anything. It's been all video games. Of course, I watched the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct and the Treehouse stuff. But I played some Destiny, the original Destiny. I played Anthem this week. I played Halo Wars 2.
A lot of games.
I've been playing 33 Immortals. So that's a new game that just dropped on Game Pass, and it's pretty fun. I highly recommend anyone who's into like roguelike, I guess, raids. It's cool. They drop you into a map and there's a whole bunch of players on the map trying to defeat the bosses, and then you can go into instances and defeat even crazier bosses and get loot and stuff. And you're just trying to, level up your dude, get gear, and you're playing as these little stick figure guys. So it's pretty cool.
Nice. What is that, like 5 games you just named that you played this week?
4, I think.
4? Okay. I'm gonna start keeping a tally. This is like week 7 of you not playing Final Fantasy. Or like week, I don't know, it's been way longer than that. I'm counting every week against you, Jaja.
I'm gonna surprise you and just come back on the pod and be like, "Oh, Shannon, I completed the game."
It's gonna be it's gonna be a surprise because it'll be like a year from now. So I'm gonna have forgotten.
No faith in me at all. Sorry.
Have you been watching anything? You said no, right?
I haven't even seen a new episode of Daredevil. So no.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Reading? No. Any manga?
No reading.
Okay.
Just following up on a lot of this Nintendo Switch stuff.
Okay.
The video game industry has been enough of a sitcom for me right now, so that's keeping up with it has been my TV watching.
James, what about you? What have you been up to?
Quite a bit actually. So I never actually finished My Hero Academia season 7, so I went ahead and finished that. I think I had like 4 or 5 episodes left. So I read the rest of the story, so I already knew what happened. I don't know what happened. I just fell off from the anime, so I finished that. Watched Trillion Game, so the dub is almost done. I think it's 1 episode left for this season or part, however they're doing it. Still has me intrigued. I started watching Devil May Cry on Netflix. I got up to I want to say episode 3 of it's maybe 8.
Yeah, I think so.
8, so yeah, I actually never played the games, but it looked interesting, so I decided to check it out. So I had no context going into it. So still making my way through that though. I'll probably be finished with it next week. It's actually a little bit cringe. I don't know if it's supposed to be like that. Maybe that's part of the allure of it, but we'll see. If I don't finish it this week, I probably won't finish because all the spring anime are starting to come out.
Cringe.
Namely,
wait, sorry. Cringe in what way? Like he is cringe because like I
like the dialogue, the music.
The game is like that too.
Okay.
Gotcha. Okay, so that's probably part of Devil May Cry. That's part of the draw, I guess.
Yeah.
It reminded me of
For
like
some.
in middle school when you were watching like Super Saiyan edits with Linkin Park music over top of it. It seems like it's for that audience of people.
Does it make you want to play the game?
Definitely not. But I did look up the most recent game. I think the most recent game dropped in like 2019 on PS4. So I don't think they have any sort of more up-to-date versions of the game. So maybe if a new one came out, then I would probably check it out. But I don't think I would spend my 60, possibly 70, maybe even 80 on this. So but we'll get into some.
No way that game costs $80.
You never know.
Okay.
Yanu started, so I watched that. They dropped 3 episodes.
Wait,
so,
what started?
Oh,
Oh,
Just
yeah, no,
Ianu?
yes, it
the
did.
Devil May Cry is on Game Pass. I'm just gonna let you know that.
Oh, it's on Game Pass? Oh, okay. Well, I could play it then if it
Mm.
I think they are.
it's a little less cringe.
Oh my God.
But yeah,
I,
I watched Ianu. It came
mhm.
on so Saturday morning at like 9:30. I
Oof,
just happened to be up and I didn't have a track meet this Saturday. I had a track meet Friday night. So but this Saturday morning I was home free. I had free time for once. I was so tired. I actually didn't do anything.
Mm.
I was just at home watching stuff and playing games. So I actually I beat Astrobot. So I'm gonna go
Nice.
through back. Yeah, it's incredible game. At the end credits, initially it was part of the game, like you were running through the credits kind of. So
That's
the
cool.
credits even was a little bit open world.
Looks like
And then they had
how,
like the full like scrolling sequence of
yeah.
credits that you could I skipped that of course, but so now I'm gonna go through, find some of the bots that I missed, and then do the DLC, and then I'll be officially done. I don't know if I'm gonna get the platinum because I have I probably have like 7 or 8 trophies, and it's a lot more. That I thought I would be closer when I finished the game, but that was not the case.
Oh, so you're gonna play the DLC. So I was gonna say, looks like I'll be able to borrow it when I go down to DC, but I don't know.
Yeah, no,
We'll see.
I'll definitely be done. The DLC, I think it's one world, so
Okay,
but it's like 10 bots or so. But yeah, I'll be done with that probably this week.
cool.
Um, played some Marvel Rivals, of course. The next game I'm playing is well, the next series I'm playing will be God of War, so I'll start that eventually. I'll start it eventually. Actually, I got to beat Horizon DLC, so I'll go back to that, and then I'll start God of War. But so am I watching stuff all Saturday because I was home not doing nothing. So streamer that I follow was playing Enzoy, so that
Oh,
looked interesting. Yeah.
so you watched it? You
It,
watched the stream of it?
I watched some people playing it. Well, really, they were just doing the character creator for like almost 2 hours. I was
Yeah.
like, well, I wasn't watching the full 2 hours, but I had it up in the background on my computer. But I would like look over and then they're still playing. I mean, still character creating. So I was like, all right, I'm not gonna watch any more of this. So I ended up, I think I got on Marvel Rivals, but
I heard
yeah,
it's very in depth, like very, very much so. So,
yeah. And then I started a new book. Well, I found a new book to read. It's called Lakewood, but I didn't start it because Children of Blood and Bone was ready. So I started that instead.
wait, so you have it? Oh, wait. Okay, so I can now start it.
Yeah.
Book club.
Yeah. So last time we recorded Sunday, I put a hold on it and it said 4 weeks. And then Wednesday, they're like, your book is ready. So I was like, oh, okay, I'll just start this now.
Mm.
But actually, that was the same exact. So like 20 minutes before, I found Lakewood to read based off of a recommendation. And then the new book, Children of Blood and Bone is ready. So I'm on chapter 5 now. So I'm making my way through.
And what are your initial thoughts?
It's a little bit overhyped. I'm not too drawn in right now. So
Crazy.
I've been reading kind of slowly. Yeah. Maybe if people didn't hype it up so much
Are
right
people
now, I
hyping
don't
it up though? I didn't think that this book was overhyped.
for the last 6 weeks, you've been telling me to start reading Children of Blood and Bone.
Yeah, but not because because you said you wanted to read it. That's the only reason.
Yeah. So I was expecting it to be as good as like One Piece or JoJo's Bizarre Adventure or something like that.
Oh
So
God.
I'm not drawn in quite yet. I'm gonna keep on reading it. It's not bad by any means, but I haven't been reading this as quickly as I've been reading some of my other books.
That's so
I'll put it to you
crazy
that way.
because it's so good. What is happening right now? But
Well,
fine.
what is happening? Shit, not much has happened yet
It's
so
only
far.
chapter
So,
5. You got to give it
yeah.
time to
No,
build
I
up.
did notice it's mad chapters.
Yeah, it's a
Like
big
it's not a
book.
long, it's not like crazy long, but why are there so many chapters? Like our chapters 1 page?
They're shorter chapters.
Yeah, it's
You just
mad
got to give it
chapters in
time.
this.
It's a good book. I think by the end
Yeah.
you'll like it. Hopefully you don't give up on it midway. But speaking of that though, I just want to go back because you said you started watching Yanu, but you didn't say how you liked it.
Oh yeah, it's I think it's aged for a younger demographic. I'm gonna watch it in support.
I could tell that it was when
Um,
they showed us the preview at BlurCon.
yeah, I think the episodes come on like so the premiere was Saturday 7:30. 9:30. I think the episodes actually come on at 7 on
AM?
Saturday, like 7 a.m. Yeah,
Oh
so
God.
I think they're setting this one up for failure.
See?
That's pretty foul, but
Doing the black shows dirty. 7 a.m.
yeah, it
Who
don't make
is
no sense.
that's crazy. So wait,
But
you
it
can't
will
watch
come on
it.
Max though.
Okay, that's what I was about to say. You can't
Yeah,
stream it on Max. Okay,
it's
cool.
yeah, it's on Max the following day. So Sundays it'll be on Max.
Okay, cool. Well,
And
that's
then
where I'll.
well, I was at home being lazy because I finally had a Saturday to myself. Awesome Con was this weekend. I had a free ticket. I didn't even go. And then there was a
Oh,
Plus Ultra
dang.
party. I didn't even go to that. I was just at home. So this yeah, I
Yep.
probably still got bags under my eyes right now.
You could,
That's how
well,
sleepy I've been.
you're selling it. You could tell that you were
Yeah.
tired then. A free ticket and you didn't go. I probably wouldn't have gone either if I was tired. If it was free, then You didn't lose anything.
Exactly.
Um, anything else?
No, that's all for me.
All right, cool. I've done a little bit. I also started watching Devil May Cry. I'm not as far as you though. I just finished the first episode. So now that you're telling me that it's cringy, that's not making me want to watch the rest of it. So should I watch the rest of it?
Well, if you didn't notice it in the first episode, then I mean, it probably won't be too bad for
I
you.
mean, I did notice it a little bit. I can't because well, when I was watching it, I wasn't fully 100% paying attention. It was like just
You weren't locked in.
I was doing other things, so maybe it went over my head a little bit. But I do know a little bit of what you're talking about. But if it gets worse from there, then like I don't know. I'll see. I'll watch the second episode and I'll see how I feel.
Gotcha.
Also, Windbreaker started again, season two. So I watched the first episode of that. And the first episode of season two was really, really good. It just started off, hit the ground running right away. So you guys should definitely get on that if you haven't watched it.
I didn't
Uh,
know it was out.
yeah, I didn't know it was out either. I saw somebody post about it online and I'm like, oh, I need to put in my calendar when all this stuff is starting because like so much stuff is starting this spring. Like so many new shows and like season twos of a lot of things are starting. So I just need to remember. So I'm
I
gonna put
get
a little bit on.
notifications from any list. Wait, didn't we all sign up for any list?
We did. Oh wait, but oh maybe I don't have my notifications turned on. I don't have my notifications turned on for a lot of my apps. So I'll turn it on if
Yeah, usually when the
someone
new
let me know.
season comes out, Crunchyroll will just like throw it on my face, like continue watching. Look, the show that you were watching is out.
It
So
didn't though for me. Like I had to like dig through. I had to like search Windbreakers for me to like get it to pop up that the new season was out. But it's good so far. So I would recommend watching it for sure. Uh, then I watched Daredevil this week, but Jaja didn't watch it, so we we won't talk about it. But it's all right. It's just Daredevil's chugging along right now. It's just it's not spectacular, but it's not bad. It's like right. It's good. It's right in the middle.
Mhm.
Is how I see it. And then what else? Oh my God, I beat Elden Ring, guys. I did it.
Congrats.
what?
I did it. After many trials and tribulations, it took me. I lost count of how many times it took me to beat the Elden Beast. I want to say it's definitely double digits. But I know yesterday I was playing it and it took me 2 hours before I actually finally beat it. So I don't know how
2
many
hours
times
worth
that
of
translates to.
attempts.
Yes, 2 hours worth of attempts. And like it was so bad, like that when I beat him, like I was so over it at that point. Like I just assumed I was gonna die again. Like my health was like my health. I was on my last flask and my health was like almost out. But then like his health, the Elden Beast's health was almost out too, I guess. But I wasn't really paying attention because I just assumed I was gonna die. But then he died. I was like, oh snap, I did it.
Nice,
It
nice.
was great. Great feeling. I didn't get my little, you know when people take a screenshot of them on the throne at the end? I didn't get that screenshot because the ending that I chose, I didn't get a throne Elden. I did not become the Elden Lord in my ending.
Dang.
I know. Which was kind of disappointing. I'm just like, okay. I chose did you do Ronnie's side quest, James? The witch?
Nah.
No? Okay,
I
okay.
don't think I even seen her in the game.
That's what you see. I don't like the structure of FromSoft games. Like, why? Like, I don't like the directionless path because it's like, you see, James said he's never seen her. Like, you would never, like, a lot of this stuff you would never know depending on, like, how much exploring you're doing. But I did her side quest because I was following a guide. That's the only reason I knew about it. So, she has an ending that I chose instead of mending the rune myself. So her ending, it ends with like you becoming her consort, basically. So you're technically not the Elden Lord. So I did not get a picture on the throne, and I was like, okay,
Dang.
that's fine.
It wasn't even worth it, huh?
No, but the ending was cool though. The ending was cool, and so now I am debating if I want to do the DLC. I went to the DLC area to kind of start and like feel my way around it to see how over it I was. And I think I'm gonna attempt to play it because the weapon that you get from beating the Elden Beast, sorry, I forgot the name of it. It's the sword that you can get. It's really cool. And I was like, oh, it sucks that you get this right at the end of the game, but I guess it's good to go into New Game Plus with if you want to. But I, because it's cool and because I like using it, I probably am just gonna start the DLC, see how far I get. Um, but yeah, so that's finally done. It only took, I don't know how many months it's been since I started playing it over again, but yeah, that was an annoying stretch to the finish line there. I went back and tried to beat Melania again after I beat the Elden Beast. No, still wasn't working out in my favor. So I'm just like, all right, I'm done. I'm done with this for
How
good.
many hours did you end up putting into it?
Ah, shoot, I should have. Let me see. Can I look at that on the app?
Yeah, it's in the PlayStation app.
Okay, hold on. Let me see. Let's see. I meant to look yesterday, but I forgot.
While you're looking that up, I'm gonna mention I'm gonna start South of Midnight. Well, by the time this podcast comes out, it comes out on the 8th, so I should be playing it.
Wait, what? South of
For
Midnight?
that.
What's that? What's that? Do I know what that is?
It's a new game that's coming out for Xbox Game Studios.
Mm-hmm.
It's with it's featuring a black girl. It looks like she's in like the country, like Louisiana type swamp ish.
Mm-hmm.
And there's these mystical creatures, and it's like an action adventure game. She gets like powers and stuff. I think I don't know too much of the story. I don't want to misquote it, but seen a lot of people. Well, whatever. I'm gonna play the game and come back with my own review because some people are like kind of hating on the game a little bit, saying that the gameplay is repetitive. Like the art style is great and everything about the game is great, but the characters are not memorable and the gameplay is repetitive. But we'll see. I'll check it out.
Cool. Another game.
I may check it out as well.
How do you keep up with all this stuff? How do you guys play more than
Watch.
one game at a time? I find it very difficult to do that. I don't know.
That's why I don't
Just real
complete
deal
a lot of
gamers.
games like you. That's why I have to give you props, Shannon, because you complete a lot of your games.
No, I don't.
I don't.
No,
I
I
don't.
don't.
You complete more than me. I feel like if we had a percentage, I feel like you complete a lot more than me because I'll just jump into a game. That's the beauty of Game Pass, though. Like you can just jump into a game just to feel it out to see if you even want to complete it. You know.
Yeah.
So that's what I end up doing a lot of the time.
A lot of my games, I'm like literally, I haven't finished it, but I'm like stuck at the end. Like, do you guys know I still haven't beaten Spider-Man 2? I haven't
Mm.
beaten because I just
Oh,
didn't
that's
beat the
crazy.
I didn't beat the I didn't beat the last boss. I like put it down because I was getting frustrated and then I have not picked it back up. So it's
And
usually stuff like that I get stuck with. It
you
is
remember
crazy.
when I
I
was
know.
saying? You remember when I came and I said I was going to play Yakuza Zero and play that and start playing the Yakuzas?
Mhm.
They took all the Yakuzas off Game Pass
Dang.
like last month. Sorry.
I have a Yakuza game that I played for an hour and then I stopped. So maybe I'll go back and play that instead of I really want to buy Assassin's Creed Shadows and play that next, but like I really don't want to spend $70 on it. It's tough times when guys. The economy is not
And
helping me
then
want to buy games.
I'm really looking forward to Expedition 33. It comes out on the 24th. So
Mhm.
that's like the RPG, like Final Fantasy style one.
Wait, what's it called?
Expedition 33.
Expedition
So
33.
looking
Oh, wait.
forward to that in a
Right
couple
away.
weeks.
Oh, wait, what's this? This looks cool.
hmm Yeah, I think you would like that game, Shannon.
Is it turn-based?
Yes.
No, I will not like it. Come on, Jaja, you know this already. I hate turn-based
I
gameplay.
mean,
And like sadly, that's like a majority of Square Enix games. So like I like Square Enix as a company and I like their stories, but like I hate turn-based gameplay. You will never get me to play a game that is turn-based ever. I want to. I want to like it, but it's just not for me.
so then you should play South of Midnight then.
Okay. Well,
Check out that one.
maybe. Yeah. I'll look that one up too. Uh, but if it's turn-based, don't point it in my direction. Okay, I have my hours. Are you guys ready?
Let's hear it.
Sure, man.
287.
It's quite a
That
bit of time.
that
That's not
is
bad.
that's a lot. That's a
I
lot.
feel like it'll take me longer.
And after all of that, I still didn't get the platinum. And that's what I was trying to do. Like the walkthrough I was following was to help you get, was specifically designed to help you get the platinum. But stupid Melania has cost me my platinum trophy. So I was so close. I was really, really
I'm
close.
I'm surprised you can get the platinum in one playthrough of Elden Ring.
And wait, what do you mean?
Like get the platinum trophy just playing one time through. So because
Oh,
you only beat it once, right?
yeah, I only bit it once.
And the only thing stopping you is like Millennia, or
I
is
think
there?
so. I might, there might be another there might be another achievement that I'm missing. Hold on. Let me see if it will tell me. Maybe
Yeah,
what?
not a lot of games you can platinum on your first playthrough.
Yeah, because I know I'm definitely missing some of the trophies. I think the platinum is like you have to obtain all the trophies to get the platinum, which
Yeah,
I did not do. Uh,
Oh,
for
and
I was
I
close
think
though.
I think I lied about Devil May Cry being on Game Pass, guys.
It's not.
So yeah.
Oh, okay. So wait, I'm missing one, two, three, four. I'm missing four trophies. So
not too bad.
not too bad. out of the many, many, many. I'm so mad. It's fine. It's cool. I'm over it now. I'm scarred from this experience. So, I don't know if I is Lies of P like Elden Ring, Jaja, in a sense where like there's no real story or guidance and you're just going wherever the wind blows.
There's a story. There's a story.
I mean, there's a
It's
story in
more
Elden
it's
Ring, but
it's more like Dark Souls than Elden Ring because it's like it's not open world and there's a story.
are there quests or a clear explanation of where you need to go?
Yeah,
There
yeah,
is? Okay.
yeah.
All right. Don't make me buy this game eventually, and then it's not that. I'm gonna be
No,
so mad at you.
it's if you like Elden Ring, you like it. It's more like Dark Souls though because it's a one. It's like on a track. You're like it's not
Oh, it's
open world. You're
linear.
not gonna
Oh,
get confused pretty much. Like once you like, there's different
I don't know if I
paths
like that.
sometimes,
Yeah.
but you're not gonna get confused most of the time of where you need to go.
I don't know if I don't like linear gameplay. All right, we'll see. Assassin's Creed is next on my list though, if I'm spending money on anything. All right, let's get into some news. Jaja, kick us off with all your Microsoft news.
Let's see what's first up. So we got. Sorry, I just closed the article by accident. So some game developers who are part of the ZeniMax Workers United Union, working at Microsoft subsidiary, are going on strike. It looks like they gave their leaders permission to call a strike
Yeah,
after failing to reach a deal for the union's first contract after 2 years of negotiation. So,
they're not on strike
um,
yet, but they could go on strike, but they're not on strike.
right. So I'm trying to find what their
It wa-
argument for.
Basic life things that people should be entitled to. I think they want like more work from home benefits because they're saying that like where they have to go to work, like they're not getting paid enough to what's the word? They're
Yeah,
not,
they asked for more money,
yeah.
Yeah.
basically.
I mean, it's
More
always more
money,
money.
paid sick time.
They're not getting paid sick time? Oh my God. What is this? Slave labor? Um, let's see.
I haven't heard any updates from this, so I don't know if they actually went on strike or not. But I hope they, reach a deal. Just bringing some awareness to the situation over there. I'm
Yeah.
sure there was some type of deal.
Yeah, yeah, it was definitely sorry. And yeah, remote time is in here as well, or like more remote, like more flexibility for remote time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Um, just another example of the game industry being screwed over by the
I
oppressors.
agreed.
Yes, by greed. Um, so now that they have authorization to strike, I hope they do. And they probably will, because why wouldn't you if you are not being treated fairly? All right. And then Jaja, you were talking about this last week, the a dedicated Xbox interface.
Yeah, so it looks
For
like I don't know if there was like a hackathon being done at Microsoft or something like that, but I've heard a couple different places of like different UIs people were brainstorming for like Xbox's next interface or whatever. And I saw a couple different pictures um of like different dashboards and how it would look and basically being able to just control everything with the controller just like the Steam Deck.
hmm
I even seen one that had a home screen and it had like it asked you when you first turn on your system like which dashboard do you want to launch, and it had Xbox, Steam, Epic, Blizzard. I think it had PlayStation. If I'm not mistaken, I'm not sure, but it's pretty interesting.
if that was real, that would be a cool. I mean, if it would, I mean, I'm not to say it's not real, but if that became a thing, then that would be actually really cool.
And so yeah, and it's pretty interesting that Xbox Asus. Oh, and this in particular is the because Asus dropped a Twitter post saying leaking like a handheld that they making. They had this robot at a computer. Like, what is he cooking up? And you see a handheld going to this tube with a controller that looks kind of like an Xbox controller.
Mhm.
And so that's kind of inferring that they're going to infuse the two together. And Xbox actually commented on it, a meme with the monkey giving the side eye. And then Windows commented on it saying, like, we're ready. So this is a day before the Switch 2 is being announced. I thought that's pretty interesting marketing strategy.
It is. They're like, don't pay attention to this Switch 2 Direct.
Or just or like
Better things
reminding
are
people
coming.
like, yeah, like, hey, look, we got one coming too. And the gaming handheld, the portable handheld market is a little bit saturated right now.
Yeah.
Oversaturated, I would say.
Is it
So
oversaturated, you think? Or it's gonna, well, that's true. It is oversaturated. Everyone has
because
one.
there's a lot of them that people don't even know about. You know what I mean?
Well,
Like that
yeah, we
are,
talked about this. Yeah, the really expensive ones.
yeah.
Um,
So it's pretty interesting. They're reminding everybody. I think it sounds like this handheld is gonna come sooner than later.
yeah. There's definitely gonna be a lot of handhelds for you to choose from very soon. Well, there is now, but yeah, it's definitely it's a choice. You definitely have a lot of options. Uh, so yeah, it probably is gonna come soon, I think. Probably sooner than we think. So we'll keep an eye on that for sure.
Mhm.
All right. So we talked about. I still don't know how do you pronounce. Is it Inzoy? Is that pronounced, James?
Let's go
So
with
I was
that.
pronouncing.
Okay. Did you hear somebody pronounce it when you were watching them stream it?
Yeah,
I think it's
that's
Inzoy.
how they pronounce. Yeah,
Okay.
that's not to say that they're correct or incorrect, but
Because sometimes I
that's what
say
I've been hearing.
Inzoy. It's Inzoy. Okay. Anyway, so the early access of Inzoy launched last week, and it sold 1 million in the first week. And they're predicting it to be a long-term franchise, kind of like The Sims. So it's an early access, but yeah, everyone is flocking to buy this game. I have a little bit of FOMO because I can't play it. Although there have been reports of people playing it on their Steam Deck, but you have to like mess around. I watched a video on how to get it to run properly, and you have to like mess around with all these different settings that were too complicated for me to comprehend. So I don't know if I'm gonna even attempt to do it. But people are saying that it runs well on like the ROG Ally, which I'm kind of mad because I don't have that. But I want to play it, and I'm experiencing FOMO that I can't play it right now.
It's
Uh,
time to upgrade
is it though?
Quick, quick
before the
question.
tariffs hit.
It's too late for that. It's too late. Yes. What happened, Jaja?
The After the pod last week, I sent you one that was on Steam. Is this that same one, or is it a different game?
No, it's a different game.
It's a different game, right? Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Uh,
What was I about to say? Yeah, so I can't play it right now. I'm just gonna wait patiently though until they release a version that's compatible with consoles, which is supposed to be coming at some point. But
is this one free to play?
no, it's not.
Okay. How much is it?
Not at all. I actually don't know. I didn't bother to look because I am excluded. Let's see. Let me see real quick.
$40.
Oh, there you go. Which is
Oh,
not bad.
okay.
Yeah.
It
Um,
offers free DLCs
it offers. Wait, there's DLC.
during the
Oh,
during early access
during
period.
early access.
So I'm
Okay.
sure at some point
Yeah.
they're gonna cut the spigot off and then you gotta pay.
Yeah, of course. People say that the game feels a little bit empty because it is early access, so they're saying that there's not a ton to do right now. But people are spending a lot like James said earlier, people are spending a lot of time just creating characters anyway. So just because it's very in depth because like the graphics and the realism of it is like very, it's very there. If you haven't seen it yet, watch a video of it. I don't know, it's like almost too realistic, which is like why I was on the fence about it, but. I'm just also saying that because I can't play it. So I'm trying to convince myself that I'm not missing out on anything. But we'll see. Hopefully there's more added when it does release for console. So we'll see. But congrats to them. 1 million in a week is pretty good. And it shot up to the top of the Steam charts as well. So good for them. Give the Sims a run for their money, who keeps stealing our money and not giving us a lot. So we'll see. Um, all right. So moving on to the biggest thing that happened in video game news this week, we got the long-awaited Nintendo Switch 2 Direct happened this past week, where we finally saw like a full reveal of the console and the games. and the specs. They didn't announce the price in there, but we all know what the price is because everywhere else told us for it. Uh,
Actually, we don't really know what the price is because they
we
have
don't.
to adjust for tariffs.
It's gonna be
They did.
higher.
They. I think they announced the price during the direct, didn't they?
No,
Yeah,
we
well,
didn't.
there was an initial price announced
Yeah,
prior to tariffs.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
because
did
I
they
watched.
announce it in the actual Nintendo Direct? They actually
Yeah,
said the price?
yeah. hmm
Did they? What?
It
Like
was
at the
it was 450 regular, and then it was 500 with Mario bundled into it.
I feel like
That was
oh
during the direct.
maybe I was looking at my phone when that happened because I
Yeah.
remember at the end of it saying they didn't say anything about the price. Uh, but for now, yes, tariffs. So pre-orders were supposed to start on the 9th of April, but pre-orders are no longer starting on the 9th of April because tariffs have been announced. And we talked about this when we talked about tariffs and their effect on consoles before. Uh, pre-orders are not beginning on the 9th anymore because they now have to reevaluate the price point and adjust for tariffs. Um, so
In the US.
in the US, yes.
Yeah.
In Japan, the Switch is actually a lot cheaper than it is in the US. But
Yeah, I heard it's like 330 US
yeah, yep.
in Japan.
hmm
And then it's different prices in Canada, UK, it's all different prices everywhere.
Well, that's true because we're in tariff land now. So I predict $500 base and 550 with Mario Kart bundle. We'll see though. Uh, but there was a lot announced in the direct. They announced some new features on the console, like this C button, the game chat feature, which is pretty cool. What did you guys think about that? Not that I'm gonna buy a Switch too, but it's cool. Some of the upgrades that they did. The game chat feature is cool. The fact that you can chat with your friends, and then they are selling the camera also, where you can video chat is it's cool. It's a cool feature. Uh, Jaja, you
Some
don't look nervous. Okay, why do you look like that? You're just like I hate
from
this.
you guys had the Switch, right?
Barely. Yes, I have it.
How did you chat online before
I didn't.
on the Switch?
And
I
I
heard
did.
it was an app. It's like an app on your
they have
phone.
one, but yeah, not a lot of people used it because
Yeah.
obviously it's a separate app. So it's like, I got my Switch and I gotta pull up my phone.
Yeah.
It was a hassle.
Gotcha.
So
All
now
right,
it's
so
making it
cool.
easier to do.
They
Kind of.
integrated it into the online subscription. That's awesome. But did y'all see what it looked like?
Yeah.
Like having it looked like a Discord chat, and like you put your face over your gameplay. Like I don't know.
You don't have to
I'm
put your
sure
face
there's
over your
people.
gameplay though. You
I
can.
know you don't
Yeah.
have to, but
Yeah.
I'm just thinking about who this. Like I guess there's people who video chat while they're playing and stuff, and I know a lot of people. They on Xbox you can make parties and. You don't have to be playing the same game. It's just like a huge group chat where you're all
hmm
talking together. So that's great. So I'm glad that they actually added that functionality into their online service finally. I guess that's good for people who
Who do that? Yes.
have the Switch One.
Yeah.
That's the only place you could do it.
But
But
you're also going to be able to with the camera. You can also integrate yourself into some games in other ways too, which is
so,
which is cool.
so now we're going back to the PlayStation camera and the Kinect days that everyone
Yeah.
hated on.
Did everyone hate on that? Why?
Yeah, everyone hates on the Kinect and everyone hates on the PlayStation camera. Like it wasn't
I forgot all
cool.
about that.
Like we're going back, and I feel like every system does. The Game Boy tried to put your face in the game, which was mad cringe. You don't remember the Game Boy camera?
No.
You never
I
had
don't. I never had the
Game
Game
Boy
Boy camera. I
camera?
do not remember that.
I've been meaning to ask this. I forget to ask this question every week. What was you guys' first system that you ever had?
I had a
I think it
Game
was
Boy.
PlayStation 1.
Was the Game Boy Color out before the PlayStation? Does that count? Are we counting handheld consoles or regular consoles?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I would like to know both, but yeah,
Which one was out first? Because
I think the Game Boy Color was out
I
before the
had
Game.
I had a Game
Yes.
Boy I had a Game Boy Color, and then I had a
Okay.
PlayStation 1. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I had both. I don't know which one I had first though.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Wait, why?
No, that was
Oh,
my
okay.
first console was I think we had the regular Nintendo. And then I never had the Super Nintendo, and then I never owned the Genesis, but then I had the Sega Saturn and Dreamcast.
Okay. Yeah, PlayStation 1 was like my first like real like actual console, but I had a Game Boy Color. And then I had a Game Boy whatever came out after that, Game Boy Advance. Yes. I don't know which one, whatever. I went down the line as I came out. Um, but yeah, so Jaja is not a fan of the game chat feature. That's cool. I mean, when I was watching it too, I was like, I would never ever use this, but there are people that would use it. So, I
Yeah,
mean,
I
it's
mean,
a
I
cool
see
feature.
the function out, like being able to see what's on your another person's screen. I could see use cases to that. I could see use cases to all of it, but I just like nothing. It's not new. Everyone's been
No.
doing this, Nintendo. So thank you for adding an accessory that everyone has to buy to do the camera feature if you want to. It's the
Yes, but
same
you can
thing
still
that
use the game chat feature without, you don't need to buy the camera if you don't want to.
right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it's an upgrade. It's an upgrade from the Switch One.
Yeah. And I mean, like, yes, it is an upgrade from the Switch one. And then we talked
Bringing the
about,
social aspect back.
yeah, fun with your friends. I respect it. And then game share, we talked about game share a little bit last week. Single games can be played.
But with the, I'm sorry, before we go on from the chat, do you think they're marketing this to kids or like
I think so.
you think this is like marketing to kids?
No,
The
not
video
kids. I
chat
think it's
feature?
market. I think it's marketed. I think the Switch in general is kind of marketed to actually, let me shut up. I don't know.
Because
I
the
feel like it's
people
marketed
in
to
the
be family
video were
friendly.
like
Yeah, there you go. That's the word I
adults.
was looking for.
What did
Hmm?
you say? I'm sorry.
I think it's marketed to be family friendly because they've highlighted even like the protections for kids when they were showing the game chat
Yeah,
features.
that's what I was gonna
Right.
say.
They're
It
showing
seems
like
marketed
the restrictions.
to a younger audience.
I could be wrong, but I watched the entire Switch presentation and I didn't see one kid playing the Switch. It was all adults.
Where they were they were like college kids. That's kind of like what I saw.
Adults. I consider those adults.
I
But
guess.
and then the video chat feature could be like what type of I know like you cannot have your kids use the video chat feature, but like I don't even want to say it, but the video chat like opens up to a lot of like people doing weird stuff with the video chat. You
Well,
know what I
that's why
mean?
there's parental controls on it. So if you're, you can set like who the kids can like talk to, with the parental controls. So
So
I mean,
yeah, moving on. We can move on
I
from
understand
that.
what you're saying, but I mean, at least they put at least they thought through the safety features surrounding that. You know what I mean? Um, so hopefully responsible parents will use that.
Yeah, but
Uh,
you have to link your parental control app to the Switch before you can even use it. So
oh,
it
there you go.
doesn't even let you open up that door.
Oh, there you go. All right. Um, game share. So somebody can have the game on one device and it can be played across multiple devices without everyone having to have the game. I think it's up to 3 devices, right? So that's cool.
Yeah, we were talking about that last week. I was
Yeah.
remember when the cartridges you can
Mhm.
loan them out, but being actually able to share your game with up to three people, that's
Yep.
cool. I like that.
Uh, the console itself, the screen is bigger. There's a 7.9-inch display, but it's a
LED.
LED screen. So we've we've gone up when they did the OLED, but now we're back down uh to a LED screen.
A lot of
10
people are speculating that the OLED is going to come out later. You
Yeah,
know,
but that's why they did it to then make an upgradable model to make more money. Of course, I understand, I guess. 1080p. A lot of people were speculating that this was going to be they wanted it to be 4K, like 4K when it's not docked, 4K when you're playing it handheld,
Handheld.
but it is
it is.
not.
It is.
No, it's not. It's not 4K. It's 1080.
Handheld. You
No,
sure?
only when it's docked is it 4K.
Okay. All right.
Hold on, let me just double check that. But I looked that up
No,
before
you
we
might be
started
right. You
recording.
might be right.
But let me fact check myself. So
Mm,
yeah, the Nintendo Switch 2 supports 4K resolution when docked and connected to a compatible TV.
got it.
Yeah,
So 180 p. I mean, 1080p is not bad.
1080p.
No.
Yeah, it has HDR support though. So visuals might look better because of that. Uh,
256 gigs internal storage.
yeah, which is an upgrade from the what was it, 32 gigs in
I
the
think they
original.
should have did at least 512.
Yeah, yeah, but people were gonna put additional storage on there anyway, so it's fine. Um,
And while we're on additional storage, you can't just use any SD card. You have to buy the new
Express
Express SD
Express memory.
card. So
Yes. Pay attention
for
to
those
labels when you're
mom
buying.
and dads, when you're buying a memory card for your kid, make sure you gotta pay attention. Don't buy the wrong SD card.
Yeah, and for regular adults too. People just pick stuff up. Sometimes I do that. Make sure you make sure you look at it first so you know what you're buying. Um,
Yeah, I think that was dumb to not like why not be able to use both?
yeah. What else? What else? What else? Two USB-C ports. That's an upgrade. I think that's it. It's backwards compatible. Uh, and yeah. So there's a new Mario Kart World game
We
coming.
gotta talk
Go ahead.
about the Joy Cons.
Right. Those things. Yes, the
Hmm.
Joy-Cons. They're they're magnetic and they snap on and it's not the one thing I hated about my Switch one was like how annoying it was to slip the Joy-Cons on and off. So I mean that's cool. And then you can also use it like a mouse as well. And there you can use that mouse feature with a couple of the games that they showed. So that's cool. Um, what else? What else? What else?
And they say the magnets are pretty sturdy, that the actual like bumper buttons are made out of the metal meant
Yeah.
for the magnet, so that secures it. And there's like a button
Um,
that releases it.
it better be sturdy
And
for my almost $500 that I'm paying for.
yeah, I mean, we're gonna talk about it when we get to games, but they show some games that obviously take some use of the mouse, and it, you
Yeah.
know, some look okay, some look kind of awkward, but
Yeah.
it's cool.
Um,
It's a cool feature. First person shooters with the mouse, and then
it
you're
is
holding
cool.
one Joy-Con.
It's
And they
innovative.
showed Metroid where like if you picked it up it out of mouse mode, like it automatically knew you picked it up and would just switch to controller mode like
Mm,
seamlessly.
yeah,
So that's pretty cool.
it's cool. Um, so some Nintendo games that were announced, Mario Kart World, which looks cool. Kirby Air Riders, Donkey
Wait,
Kong
are we
Bonanza.
gonna stop and talk about certain games
Yeah,
or
we
come
can, we
back
can.
to them?
I was just
Because
announcing like the
there
big,
was
the Mario Kart game that they started off with, just
there was
brushing
a
over the Nintendo games.
huge conversation around the Mario Kart game.
Oh, what was it?
Everyone was up like so the Switch came out the first day and it announced the price of
Oh,
Mario Kart
yes.
and they said it was going to be $80 digital and 90 physical, which we end up finding later that it's actually like I think that is what it is actually somehow. But everybody was mad about that. So when they did the
Yeah, I was
treehouse
gonna get to the.
gameplay stuff later that week, the whole chat was pretty much like drop the price, drop the price. Like the whole chat was like saying drop the price. Like it's too much, like the whole stream. So
I think it's just $80 though. I don't think it's. Well, this article is not saying
it,
that it is
it's
90. I think it's
I
80.
think it's different physical and digital for that game. I want to say it's 80.
It definitely is 80. I don't think there's a $90 version though. There might
Okay, they
be.
might
There
have
might be,
cleared
but
that
like,
up.
yeah.
There's a lot of confusion with the price because the way they announced it was kind of weird because it's different prices in different regions sometimes. So
Yeah. I
but
was gonna
yeah, a
get
lot of
yeah. Oh, sorry, go ahead, go ahead.
I was gonna say a lot of people were mad at the price of this game. It looks like a really good game though. Like they pretty much Forza Horizon, the Mario Kart, and
Yeah.
like
It looks cool.
it's cool that the race ends and you just keep driving and it's just an open world experience. You could drive anywhere you want. You could grind on rails and wall
Um,
ride and stuff.
I just like to say that I'm pretty sure Crash Bandicoot already did this. Wasn't there a
Hmm.
Crash Bandicoot game a while ago, a Crash racing game that was open world too? I remember very vividly.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't played not one Crash Bandicoot racing game, even though they look cool.
They were cool. Uh, nah, I'm just I'm
But
fact
and
checking
then
myself
a
quickly.
lot of people are saying like this is setting the standard for like video game prices, and everybody's nervous that like um that the next like PS5 game that comes out might be $80. You know what I mean? Like or
Yeah.
Xbox game
Um,
or not or
yeah.
this is the standard for Nintendo Switch 2 games,
Yeah.
$80. Like
I mean, so I was
that
about
might
to
be scary.
say it's not just Mario Kart. The Kirby game, Kirby and the Forgotten Land, is also gonna cost $80. Uh, and Super Mario Party Jamboree is also gonna cost $80. And then the Nintendo Switch 2 edition of Legends of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom is gonna cost $80 also. Um, but the Switch 2 edition of Breath of the Wild is gonna be 70. So there's a lot of there's a so it you could be right about that. You could be very right that that might be the standard cost of Nintendo Switch 2 games, but it's like, how dare you charge me $80? I'm not even paying $80 as a base for like my PlayStation games. What are we doing right now? Like
Hmm.
what is happening? So that's another reason. So everything surrounding this console is expensive. The console's expensive, the games are going to be expensive. Like I'm priced out right now. Not that I was going to get one, but like this is like it's a little bit much, I will say. Uh, for sure. So like you're already in the tank. But if you buy it's $30 off if you buy the Mario Kart bundle with the Switch game, but then you're out of luck for all the other games you want to buy because they're going to be $80. So you're if you're buying if parents that are thinking about buying this for their kids for Christmas, you're in the hole like $700 if you're buying a Switch plus a couple of games. You're getting a Switch and one game. That's the game that it comes with. It was all I would be doing if I
Hmm.
but yeah, it's just and then also like if you want to buy the camera and you want to buy like
Memory card.
probably like $800 close to like with
Yep,
everything.
gotta get
It's
a new
insane.
SD Pro
But
controller
yeah,
if you're
let's
into
what
that.
else they got coming out, Shannon? What other games they got coming out?
A lot of so they announced a lot of so they announced a lot of cool games coming to Switch like through their publishing and developing partners. So Elden Ring is coming to Switch too, which
Hmm.
I don't know. Elden Ring, whatever. We'll see. So Elden Ring is coming to Switch 2. Hades 2, Street Fighter, Split Fiction coming to Switch 2. That was
Hmm.
surprising. Hogwarts Legacy, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4, Hitman is coming, Yakuza's coming to Switch, Borderlands 4, Civilization 7, 2K is
And
coming to Switch.
pause on Civilization 7 real quick. That
Mhm.
mouse feature comes very useful in that game. I think that's
Oh
really
yeah, for
cool that
sure.
that happens.
For sure. Um
They're
NBA,
getting 2K, right?
yeah,
Madden and NBA 2K.
they're getting Madden and 2K. Cyberpunk 2077. I hope it works. But that's coming. That's coming to Switch. Final Fantasy 7 remake integrate. So that is the first. That's the first game and the DLC coming to Switch. That's cool. Uh, we're also getting like Legends of Zelda, like another like Legends of Zelda like game that's in like the Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, oh the Hyrule Warriors game.
Yeah,
Sorry, we're
like a
getting that.
prequel.
Yeah, it's like yeah. So that looked cool.
Hmm.
Um,
Fire.
yeah, that looked really cool. Not enough for me to spend $500 on a console, but I'll just live vicariously through the
And
streamers who are playing it.
what's interesting is that they're getting the Dust Bloods. Did you see the gameplay for that?
Yes, yes, yes.
It,
Sorry,
it
the FromSoft game. Yeah, Dustbloods. Yeah.
it's basically Bloodborne.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people are comparing that to that, and it's gonna be exclusive to the Switch too. So
Yeah, that's
that's
cool.
interesting because
Yeah.
I would like to play that game, but not enough to buy the Switch 2 for it. But it look that's a game I'm excited for.
You know, that is the moral of the story here. Not enough. It's cool, but not enough to buy a Switch 2. Um,
And then, oh, I'm sorry.
no, no, go ahead.
Continue. I was gonna say I don't know why. The biggest game that I'm most excited for is the new Donkey Kong game. Did you see that?
Yes.
And that game's gonna be $70 digital. I thought that was interesting. That looked like the new big smash like killer app for the Switch 2, like the new Mario 64, except it's Donkey Kong. That game looks absolutely incredible. I want to play that game so bad. I'm calling it right now. That game is in the running. It's in the running.
Are you gonna buy a Switch 2?
No, but it's in the it's gonna be one of those games that might be in the running for game of the year. That game
Okay.
looks absolutely incredible.
Okay. It does look fun.
So
Um, did I put Metroid in here? Metroid is also.
Metroid 4,
Metroid
yes.
coming.
Oh,
Metroid,
it's up there.
we're
I missed
getting
it.
the Switch 2 edition.
Yes,
It's
Switch
gonna
2 edition.
run 1080. It's gonna be able to go up to 4K, 120 frames, hopefully.
Hmm.
And it looks like it's gonna look beautiful on the next Switch. And we were
Yeah,
wondering that if they were gonna put it on the next Switch.
yeah. And
But they don't even have a release date for it, which is weird.
yeah. And Pokemon ZA is also getting a Switch 2 edition. So cool. Yeah, so there's a lot of games that are coming that are going to be available like at launch. So that's cool. I think most of these or a lot of them that I went through are going to be available at launch for the Switch 2. Uh, but
And then
mhm.
we got to talk about the cartridge.
Okay.
how some games are going to be on the cartridge and some games are just going to be a key to unlock the game. And some of this, like for people who have Switch 1 games, if they want to upgrade to Switch 2, for some of the games, they'll be able to buy like an upgrade pack. People are speculating that's going to be like around $10 to $20 to upgrade your game to the Switch 2 version,
Mm.
which would be just like unlocking the frame rate and upgrading the graphics. Like basically, you're buying a patch for the game, which is kind of weird. And
Oh, yes,
yeah,
yes, yes. The upgrade pack. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, it's like I bought the new system. The game should just run better on the new system. You're making me buy the thing that unlocks the game to run better on the new system. I'm not feeling that.
It's all a money grab.
Hmm.
I'm not, you shouldn't be surprised. This is the current theme right now. This is the theme of the whole thing. Okay, wait. So there's something else I was gonna say. Oh yeah, and then um they're bringing GameCube games to Nintendo Switch Online, like classic GameCube games. So, you'll be able to play those, and you'll also be able to buy a limited GameCube controller if you have an online subscription. Um, and how much does that cost? Let's see if it says.
It did look good, I must admit.
It did look good. FOMO. It's meant to invoke FOMO for you to have an online subscription if you didn't already have one. Uh,
I think if you have, I think there's some games you can upgrade for free too. I forgot to mention that. Mention Metroid Prime and the Pokemon game, and I think Zelda you can upgrade for free
I hope
if
so.
you have the online subscription.
Okay. Okay. Uh oh, and I forgot. I think it was is it oh, I think you can have did they say that you can have a free online subscription until March of next year? They said something like that.
To test out the chat, the
Oh, test
voice
out
chat.
chat. Right, right. Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. That's pretty generous of them. Um, yeah. So just to round up these prices all together, the Switch 2 by itself, 449 right now. I'm guesstimating 500 when they reevaluate for tariffs. Uh Mario Kart $80, Donkey Kong 70. Why is Donkey Kong only 70 but Mario Kart is 80? And then like all the like what's the weird like what is the determining factor that bumps it up an extra $10?
That's my
Uh
question.
yeah, the Switch 2 Pro controller, $80. The camera, $50. Uh the Joy-Con pair, $90 for both. A charging grip, $34. Um a dock set,
Yeah.
the dock set, 109. Um Yeah, there's just a lot of things. It's
Can
very
we
expensive.
talk about what's the name of the game? It's like a demo that shows you how to use the system.
Oh, yes, that one that probably nobody will buy. That one. Yes.
Yeah, that should be a free game
It
that
should be
comes
free.
with the system. It's literally the instruction manual to the Switch 2. You're gonna make
It
people
should be
pay
free.
$10 to $15 for it. Like that's I mean,
Yep.
I'm trying not to say too much bad stuff because I feel like if this came out $100 cheaper, like 350, I would have like a lot of like this would be okay. But
Yeah.
the five
I
hundred dollars plus all of like some of the cons, I just don't think it's worth it.
yeah, I was also surprised when I learned that you had to pay for that because I'm like, I don't think anyone's really gonna buy this. It definitely should have been something that was just on the console for free. Because it's like no one really need like people know how it works. You know what I mean? Like what are we doing right now? So that was interesting. Um, but yeah. Overall, what do you guys think? Too expensive in the age of video games are getting too expensive? Or does the price make sense to you? James, what do you think?
I think the Switch 2 was the announcement home run for sure. The pricing, they dropped the ball.
They did. They did. Uh, but I mean, it was expensive before, but like now it's going to be more expensive and like
Yeah, games are more
that
expensive.
part necessarily isn't their fault, but because of tariffs, but like it was already expensive to begin with. I just think that it's a hefty price tag for a Switch. So, and again, we're getting it's not that far off at this point. I was saying before, like you could buy another handheld system that is potentially better. Um, but that's where we are right now. The Switch is not for me, but I'm interested to see how sales do when it comes out in June. So we'll see. But the announcement was cool. The direct was fun to watch. Uh, but yeah, it's just very expensive.
Yeah, Kirby Air Ride 2
And
had me considering.
Really?
That and the GameCube,
Yeah. And the GameCube classics, yeah. The Kirby game looks fun. And then yeah, when I saw the Zelda game, when I saw Hyrule Warriors, I was like, huh.
I was also still considering. I was like,
Yeah. I
you
was
know
like,
what? I could I could save some money.
And with the whole mouse functionality, it makes me think in the back of my mind. I know a lot of people would disagree that they're thinking about making their games compatible to go to PC.
Hmm. Maybe.
Like, why not?
Maybe.
But yeah.
Um, but yeah, yeah, a couple of points had me considering at a time, but then I was thinking, like, the responsible part of me was thinking, my Switch has been sitting on a shelf behind me for months untouched. So it's like, why would I like it was just a new and shiny syndrome. When you see something new and you're just like, oh, but then you really think about it. And I'm like, I don't really need this. So if any of you do buy it, I'll live vicariously through you when you play Zelda. I'll just watch somebody stream it, but it does look cool. Uh, yeah. So we'll see how sales do when it launches in June. The first week of June, I think, right? June 9th, June 2nd, June,
So
whatever.
Well,
yeah,
it's
I'm
delayed, so
interested
we
to
actually don't know.
see
No, no. Is
the.
it? No, I thought the pre-orders were delayed, but they said that the release date is not going to change though.
What was that?
Hmm?
That might be the case.
Yeah. So pre-orders are delayed, but they said that the release date is unchanged. So we'll see.
Gotcha.
Um,
So
mhm.
like, I'm interested to see the sales data because the Steam Deck. You know how many Steam Decks have been sold?
How many?
It's estimated to be like 6 million in 3 years.
Hmm.
That's not a lot, I
It's
feel
not.
like.
Yeah. I feel like that's not a lot.
And the ROG Ally, I think, is even lower than that. So
Interesting.
the handheld market, I don't know how much the last Switch is like right under PS2 in terms of sales, and they're expecting it to eventually pass PS2 because it's going to be going for another couple
Yeah.
years.
Because it was affordable. So that
So
makes sense. Like the handheld PCs are expensive. So I
if I'm
mean,
a parent
mhm.
and I go to the store and I'm buying, and my kid doesn't have a Switch, if you have a Switch already, why is the parent gonna go spend $500 for the Switch 2 to
Nope.
upgrade all the games and
Nope.
do all that stuff?
Not in this
And if I don't
economy.
have a Switch, I'm gonna buy my kid the Switch One. Like, why would I get them the Switch 2? Especially it depends on the age.
Because
But
they don't
like,
want that, Jaja. They don't want the Switch. They don't want that old console.
these kids are they don't care about graphics. They want to play Fortnite.
That's true. That is true. Do they care? We talked about this
They
last week
they
too
want to
when we
play
said,
Roblox and Fortnite. They don't care about the graphics.
yeah, we talked about this last week, but they want to play. I don't know. I
It's
think they,
gonna be interesting. I'm interested in the sales. This is
yeah.
gonna be
It's
this
so
this
interesting what matters to people now. When I was growing up, and maybe this is just me, I always wanted the newest everything, and I kind of still do. And I'm trying to wean myself off of that toxic spending behavior. But I always want everything new. Something new's coming out,
Mhm.
I want that. But I don't think people have that mindset anymore. Like people that are coming up behind us. I don't think so.
Mhm.
Right. They only all
Like,
they
I think
yeah.
right now it's more about having fun playing the games.
Yeah.
Like
With your
when I
friends.
like when I went.
Mhm.
I'm sorry. What you say, James?
With your friends. Like
Yes.
people aren't really playing. Well,
Mhm.
younger generation isn't playing as many story-driven solo games. It's they want to
Yeah.
play with their friends online. So that's
Mhm.
why
Yeah.
the chat feature is
The chat
a
feature, yeah. I think that
big
that'll
draw
appeal
because
to
they're like,
them.
oh, I can play with my friends. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too. I think that they would want it because of that. Like that feature is cool, like for people that play Fortnite with their friends and like all these other games online with their friends. Like I think that that is probably going to be the biggest appeal to them for sure. Um, so we'll see. I think that they are going to want it. Probably really only just for that.
Who, the kids
The
that are
kids. Yeah.
playing?
Yes. Yeah, the kids. They're going to want that.
They probably already do it in Discord with
They're
their
gonna
friends.
want
So I
the
don't think they
camera.
need a Switch
So
to do
you
that.
expect?
No, not necessarily the camera, the chat like the chat feature on their
Oh,
Switch.
okay,
Yeah. Not
okay,
necessarily
yeah,
with the
I
camera.
guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, the chat feature is. Yeah, they should have been had that.
But they but they didn't though. But I'm saying like kids that have a
It's
Switch now, they would probably look at that and be like, "That's cool because I can hang out with my friends while we're playing this game that I would have been playing on my Switch 1." and not hanging out with my friends. I don't know. I just think that appeals to them, probably.
I was like, are you gonna set it up that they can only chat with their friends and not? I mean, every game you put on a mic and you could just go online and chat with random people. You know what I mean? Like
Well,
we
the
have that. Is it going to be the same on the Switch or because
well
we're
the
thinking about it? I'm going to chat with my friends, but it could be I'm in this random Roblox server, and instead of seeing the creepy stuff in the chat, now I'm hearing the creepy voices. What you
No, but that's
do
why the parental controls exist. Parents put the parental
Yeah,
controls on.
it's
Yeah.
to
party
block
chat,
out
not just
all
open game
the
chat.
public?
You can set it up where like you can only chat with what is it, James? Like you can only chat with your
Yeah,
friends?
it's party chat. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not game lobby chat. It's your party you're chatting with.
Yeah.
Right, but I'm just saying the problem is that a lot of parents don't know jack squat about that, and they're just going to give their kid the device without setting up any type of
But
like thing,
didn't
and
James,
not
didn't you
not
say that
even
you
knowing what they're exposing their kid to.
didn't you say that you have to set the parental controls before you even set it up?
Yeah, it's an app part of
Not sure.
Yeah.
Switch.
hmm I think it'll be fine.
Yeah, so when you make your Switch account as a parent, you have a parental controls thing that you have to set up for your kid. Unless you give your kid like, all right, this is the account to log into, along with my card information. Like I don't imagine that's going on. So
Yeah, I don't think so. So I think that they're pretty set up like from a safety perspective. So I think it'll be okay. But I'm saying either way,
They're
you
not
have
set up now because I see kids in Roblox getting like
well
there's
but
mad
that's
creepy
different
stuff
though.
happening in Roblox.
Yes.
And
That's different though, but I'm
there's
saying
no
like
voice chat now. So now
yeah.
add the voice chat to it.
But on the Switch it's set up differently. Like I don't think that you'll run into those problems. Or maybe not as much with what they have in place to try to prevent that. There's yeah. So I think it'll be okay. But still, that is the draw. I think that is the biggest draw to the Switch for the kids. I think. But we'll see. Because again, it is expensive. So and like I said, we're in a shit economy right now, so I don't know. We'll see how the sales do. And hopefully it's not too much more expensive when they come back and re-announce the price. We'll see. Anything else about the Switch before we jump out of video game news?
That's all I got.
Okay. Anything else from you, James?
nah, waiting on the Slim. Maybe I'll get it then.
Which will probably still be too expensive, but we'll see. All right. CinemaCon was this last week, and there were a couple of big movie announcements from CinemaCon. We saw, well, not we, the people at CinemaCon saw new footage of Fantastic Four and some other things. That's where we got the Zelda live action movie announcement, which we talked about already. But the biggest news that probably came from there, for us at least, is we got a title for Spider-Man 4, live action Spider-Man, like Tom Holland Spider-Man. And that's going to be called Brand New Day. And that has a release date, I think, July 2026. So it's coming out next year. We got an announcement and it's coming out soon after that. So that's exciting.
Need it.
Yeah, that's exciting. And I'm looking forward to that. I think it's going to be a good reset for the Spider-Man universe. A good way to like break away from the multiverse. I think now we'll see him probably
Please,
like
yeah.
living more of a grounded life. So we'll see. That's going to be fun. But we also got a release date for Beyond the Spider-Verse, which is coming
Need
out.
it even more.
Yeah, but you're not getting it anytime soon. That's coming out in 2027, which is a hefty 2 years from now. And it's already been 2 years since the other movie, since the last movie came out. So a large gap there, for sure. Will we care about Spider-Verse in 2 years? I don't know.
Yes.
There you go.
I'm a real fan of the series. I don't mind waiting, especially if they're taking the time to do it right.
That's true. It's just been so long though. Like, will we even be alive in 2 years? I don't know. Sorry, that's a dark thought. Anyway, it's 2 years is a long time. So, but we'll see. We have enough stuff coming out in between then to hold us over, I think. But the Spider-Man that's coming out next year will be a good placeholder for that. And then after that, it'll only be one more year to have to wait. So I think it's, when you think about it that way, I think it's fine. But yeah, anything else that came out of CinemaCon? I don't think so. Not that I care about.
Yeah, we only care about
You
Spider-Man.
got Sonic 4 coming out in
Oh, Sonic 4.
2026, and
Mhm.
what was the other one I thought? Sonic 4 and something else we care about. Airbender, The Legend of Aang.
Oh, The Legend of Aang. Yes, yes, yes. That's coming
Mhm.
out. That's coming out in theaters? Interesting.
Yes.
Is
And then
that
I don't know if we want to spoil what they revealed in the Fantastic Four about some stuff, but I don't think we need to.
no. Go talk about it.
About Sue Storm.
About what?
About Sue Storm.
No. Yeah, say it. Say it for all
That
of
she's
us.
pregnant.
Oh, yes, I saw that article.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it's coming out like no, 2 months from now. It's fine. Just talk about it. We'll all see it. But that's cool. Um, is The Legend of Aang a live action movie or is it animated? Do you know?
To be honest, I'm not sure.
Hmm.
I want to say it's animated.
Okay. And then we saw the first footage of the new Avatar movie, the other Avatar, the Blue People Avatar, which I think I'm the only person that cares about that movie here in this group. Um, so that's cool for me. Okay,
I
Chacha,
think you're right
thanks.
about that.
Avatar is a great movie, guys. I don't know. We're getting a new Karate Kid movie.
That looks crazy. The trailer's already out for that.
Yeah. Are
John
we
Wick 5.
John Wick 5? Yeah, new John Wick movie. Um, are we getting another Dune movie? I
We
think
have
so.
to be
Yes, we're
eventually.
getting another Dune movie.
When is
Um,
that coming? Because I'm hyped for that. I got me on Dune this year, and there's no more Dune. And I have to.
there's no release date for it yet.
So y'all, I don't know if this came out at CinemaCon, but I got a movie announcement that you guys should be interested in.
What?
Tom Holland has been casted in the live action Attack on Titan movie.
No, he hasn't. Is that an April Fool's joke? Because you know you put the article about the about Bloodborne coming to PC. I'm like, this is an April Fool's joke, Jaja.
Wait, now that you said that, let me check because
It
I
wasn't
don't
April
know
Fool.
if it
It's
was
not
April
real.
Fool's joke.
It was.
It
It
wasn't?
was. It was. It was
Okay.
not
Oh yeah,
real.
it came out on April Fool's. They had me.
So
I
is
had
this?
that as a topic to talk about. Like, yo,
I
Tom
know
Holland is gonna be Aaron. Do you know how crazy that's gonna be?
that is not true. That is not true. Somebody got you again on
Uh,
April.
oh, so I got twice.
I'm sure that that's not true because I haven't seen that anywhere. Wait, are you
Yeah,
looking it up right
so
now, Jay?
the other story
Nah,
is I
I
went.
already know that's fake.
Yeah, it came out on April 1st. I'm looking at the article. It's on IMDb. They never said it was fake, but it's
You
on
can't trust
April 1st.
anything that comes out on April 1st. That sounds crazy.
Oh, they got me. But
They
yeah, I went
did.
to my my gaming emulating station and it had a update. I updated it. It gave me a folder for PS5. I was like, PS5. I look at it, Stellar Blade demo. I'm like, they gave me the Stellar Blade demo, and I go click into it, and it was an April Fool's joke. So they got me. They got me good.
April Fools is funny. It's a funny time. But yeah, so a lot of movies, a lot of real movies to look forward to, coming out of CinemaCon. Not the fake movies and the fake casting. Um, but it's okay, Jaja. We're getting a new Final Destination movie too, which why are we still going? Another thing that's being stretched on for too long. Um, but yes. Let's move on now to anime news, and this is what we have been waiting for a little while. The Crunchyroll Anime Awards, voting has opened. Uh, exciting stuff. So we can go through what's being nominated in some of the bigger categories, uh, like Anime of the Year. Um, so the Anime of the Year nominations are Dan to Dan, Kaiju number 8, Delicious in Dungeon, Solo Leveling, Frieren, and Apothecary Diaries. Interesting. I've seen most of these. This is the first time I think where I've seen most of the anime that are nominated for Anime of the Year. I just have to watch. I have to watch Delicious in Dungeon. People keep saying it's really good, so I have that on my watch list, and I have to watch Solo Leveling because I haven't seen it yet.
I bet you I can guess everybody's vote.
Go ahead. What's my vote? I don't even know what my vote is.
I know James got Solo Leveling. That's a lot.
Yeah, that's
Maybe, yeah.
I voted solo leveling every opportunity I could.
I bet. And
Oh, you voted?
then
What, you voted already, James?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm torn between Dan to Dan and Kaiju,
I would say
but
that Kaiju was
Shannon,
your vote. You can't even
yeah,
guess because I don't even
I'm
know.
leaning towards Kaiju.
I don't
You're
even
right.
know. I don't know what my vote
You
is
don't
yet.
know?
No, I have to watch everything else. I have to watch Delicious in Dungeon and I have to watch Solo Leveling. And then I can
I
give a
feel like
fair
you're gonna hit
opinion.
the free run button.
No, not necessarily.
Okay.
I
All right.
liked Frieren. I don't know. I'll see when I watch the other two shows. Um, let's see. Let's do what's in film of the year. We have Haiku, which is is that the hmm?
Nah, go ahead.
Yeah,
Okay,
the volleyball anime.
the volleyball anime, yeah. My Hero Academia, You're Next. Spy Family, Code White. This other movie called Look Back, which I haven't heard of. Um, Another movie called Mononoke, the movie, The Phantom in the Rain, and The Colors Within. So I haven't seen any of these. So actually, I haven't seen the Spy Family movie either, surprisingly. So what did you vote in this category, James? What did you vote for?
Let me check. I think I voted My Hero.
Okay.
I haven't seen the rest of them. That's mainly why.
Oh, out of
Yeah, mine would be Spy Family or My Hero too.
yeah.
I don't know the other ones.
Okay, best animation. Let's see who's in that. So for best animation, we have Dan to Dan, Frieren, Delicious in Dungeon, Kaiju number 8, Demon Slayer, and Solo Leveling. Did you vote Solo Leveling for this, James? Demon
Nah, Demon
Slayer.
Slayer for
Okay,
sure.
I was about to say Demon Slayer is the only acceptable answer in this category. Um, Jaja, I hope that's your vote too.
For which one?
Best animation.
Best. What do you think is my best vote for best animation?
Are you gonna pick Kaiju number 8?
No,
Oh, Demon Slayer.
it would have to. Oh man, this is a tough one.
No, it's not. No, it's
Yes,
not.
it is because it's a three Solo Leveling, Demon Slayer, and the Dandadan has some crazy animation.
Danton, yeah. Oh, actually, that's true. Danton does have good animation.
Dandadan was nuts,
But I would say that Danton and Demon Slayer are the only two
and I feel like
competing, in my opinion.
Demon Slayer got it already. It's to me.
Demon Slayer got it already, says the person who like showboated Attack on Titan through all the 4 years of of Crunchyroll Awards that they've been through.
For best animation, I gave it to Demon Slayer over Attack on Titan.
Okay, fine.
Now, at Demon Slayer has some competition. Solo Leveling is up there, and the Dandadan was
You think
pretty good
Solo
too,
Leveling has
animation
better
wise.
animation than Demon Slayer?
It's up there with Demon Slayer. Yes, I
You
would say.
hmm. James,
Have you seen Solo Leveling?
James, what do you think?
Solo Leveling is heat. No, I still think Demon Slayer wins this one.
I've seen snippets of Solo Leveling. That's all I need to see to know that
It's
it's
just
not quite
Demon
there.
Slayer has those movie graphics. That's the only thing that like the
Exactly.
quality. It just more. It just looks way more. What's the word? Production value, I guess.
Exactly. And that's why they deserve to win.
Okay, so all right, we agree.
What is another big category that we should go through? Oh, best continuing series. Let's see what's in here. One Piece, of course.
Oh, you already know.
Didn't need to look at that to know. One Piece, Bleach, The Thousand Year Blood War, Demon Slayer, Oshinoko, no. My Hero Academia, and Spy Family. Uh, I'm sure that obviously One Piece is gonna win. Like, is that even a question? I feel like everyone else was set up to fail in this category. Uh,
I don't know. I don't know about that.
oh,
I'm
okay.
leaning towards My Hero or Demon Slayer on that one.
Really? Okay.
Just, I mean, and I'm biased because I don't know where One Piece is in the
Oh,
story, but
okay. Yeah.
from what
So,
I'm hearing, the story isn't like super crazy right now. It's kind of like a lull, a little bit. I don't know. James would know better than me.
So it's actually from last year. So the Solo Leveling that they have there is Solo Leveling season 1. So
mm,
it's a little bit misleading because season 2 was cooking, so it's
Right.
kind of tough to
mm.
say. But One Piece last year, I think that's when we got Gear 5, maybe. So if it's from that,
Oh,
I think
so,
it.
yeah. If it's Gear 5,
it
then One
is.
Piece takes it.
Yeah.
If that's when we got white-haired Luffy, then yeah, it's One Piece.
Yeah. I think that was last year. Uh, all right. Best main character, Frieren, Okarun from Dan to Dan, Kafka from Kaiju number 8, Mao Mao from Apothecary Diaries, Momo from Dan to Dan. So both of them were nominated. And Sung Jinwoo from Solo Leveling. Who do you guys have in this category? James? I already know.
Sung Jin Woo,
Of course.
no
Jaja?
question.
Jaja, who are you going to vote for in this category?
Wait, what was the category?
Best main character.
Best main.
Best main character. Oh, okay, I see it. Oh, is Momo the cat?
No.
What do you mean?
Momo's the girl.
Oh, they should have made that the cat.
The cat's not a main character. The cat disappeared after like episode 3 and we never heard from the cat again.
I would have to give it to
Kafka.
damn these. I mean, I don't really. None of them are like screaming at me.
Really? Kafka from Kaiju number 8 is not screaming at you?
No, not really.
Okay. Okay.
Not. Yeah, I don't. I'm kind of like good on this one. The best main character.
This is gonna be a hard decision for me. I'm choosing between one, two. Oh no, only two, really, I think. Or three. I don't know. Have to see.
I mean, I guess I give it to Kafka because
Just by
yeah,
default. Okay.
yeah. I'll go with Kafka.
Okay. And then I think I just want to look at what's in best slice of life. Let's see. Ugh, nothing that oh, okay. My dear friend
Yeah, a
Nakatan.
lot of stuff that I hadn't heard of.
My dear friend Nakatan, I watched that earlier this year. That was pretty funny. Laid Back Camp season 3, I don't know what that is. Making, don't know what that is. Sound Euphorium 3, Mr. Villain's Day Off. First of all, where's the sign of affection? Oh, maybe that's in romance. The Dangers of My Heart season 2. Yeah, I don't know about any of these. I only know My Dear Friend Nakatan, so I'm voting for that out of only knowing
I
that.
got best supporting character.
Okay.
It's Turbo Granny for me.
Wait, who else is in that category? Hold on, wait. There. Hold on, let me see. Fern from Frieren, Himmel, also from Frieren, Jinshi from Apothecary Diaries, Seiko from Dan to Dan, Senshi from Trigger, Senshi from, sorry, Delicious in Dungeon, and Turbo Granny from Dan to Dan. Nope, my vote is going to either Fern or Jinshi from Apothecary Diaries. Uh, James, who did you vote for in this category?
Turbo Granny.
Turbo Granny? Fine. uh
Then you know we got to talk about the music.
okay, wait,
Who had the best?
before we go to the music, I just want to go
Nah,
to I just want to see where is the romance category? I saw it. Where is it?
best
Uh
romance.
yeah, because I just want to see is a sign of affection in there?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's in there.
Haha, of
Uh
course.
huh.
Okay. A sign of affection, Ramna one what? Ramna half? Whatever that I don't know. Okay. Blue box. Scott Pilgrim takes off. Is that a romance? Okay, whatever. This Making, which was also in Slice of Life, is also in here, and then Dangers of My Heart season 2 is also in here. It's going to a sign of affection. Even if I saw these other shows, it would still go to a sign of affection. Just saying.
Sure.
Um, okay, I'm sorry. Which category, Jaja, were you in?
What is it? Best anime
It's opening.
song, best opening sequence, all the the music ones.
Best opening. Oh, yes. What's in here? Abyss from Kaiju number 8. Level from Solo Leveling. And then we have the Bling Bang. Ugh.
Come
Whenever I
on,
try to say the title, I like get tongue tied. The song from Mashal.
Mhm.
Um.
That's
Uh.
very similar to the song from
From Dan to Dan.
Dan Dan,
Well, it's the same person.
but Dan Dan's gonna win this one by far.
Uh. However you say this opening title sequence from One Piece, how do you pronounce that?
Uh,
Us? Is it us? Is that what it is?
uh, uh,
Yeah.
Okay. And Fatal from Oshinoko. I completely forgot about Oshinoko. I
Did
watched the
not
first
watch season 2.
I watched the first episode of season 2 and then I was like, nah, I'm good. Because you have to have a high dive subscription. I'm like, I'm not paying for this just to watch this one show. What did you vote for, James?
Mashal.
Yeah. I think I like the Mashal opening better than the opening from Dan. I don't know. I'm up I'm up in the air.
I'm not mad at it. They by the same people.
Yeah.
I
Uh
literally used to get out my seat every opening to Dan.
Although I do like the Kaiju number 8 opening. Also, I like that song. It's in my anime playlist. Uh And then best ending sequence. I never listen to the ending songs ever because I'm pressing the next episode. Actually, that's a
I
lie.
do. I
'Cause
like the Dan one. Wait, I think there's a better one than that.
Nobody from Kaiju number 8, I like that song too. Also in my also in my anime playlist. Uh I
No,
don't know.
I think I would have to give it to
I don't know what the ending themes are for
Tyler.
anything else because I don't listen to them. James, what
The
did you?
reason I would give it to Dan
Dan
Dan is
Dan.
just I like the part where Turbo, like the cat's blowing the fan in her face,
Oh,
trying
yeah,
to act like she's running fast. And then the whole story with the cat that they play,
yeah.
it's more about that than the
Even
song.
though the cat is barely in the show, it's crazy.
It might
Anyway,
be more. It might be the future thing.
in the second half, yeah. And then I just want to do so best drama real quick. A Sign of Affection's in there again. Oh, this show, Jaja, that you watched, Dead Demons, whatever, that one that you liked.
It's in which one?
Best
What's
drama.
It's a
that?
drama.
Best drama?
Yeah. Frieren is also in Best Drama. Oshinoko season 2 is also in Best Drama. Pluto is in Best Drama, which I'm not sure what that show is. And the Apothecary Diaries.
Interesting.
Apothecary Diaries is nominated for a lot this year. Wow. It's crazy. And so is
I'm,
Frieren. Frieren nominated for a ton of stuff.
yeah,
Um,
that's it. I'm glad that it made it. That's pretty interesting that it made it to
yeah.
best drama.
So this is gonna be a
'Cause
hard category
yeah,
for
the story
me.
was dramatic. Yeah.
It
Makes
was,
sense.
yeah. This is gonna be a hard category for me because I like three of these shows, and I think that they're all worthy of winning. So I kind of have to pick
Did
them
you
all.
guys watch that one? The Dead Demons Destruction one?
No, I put it on my
Okay.
list, but
Which
I
three did you watch? Sign of Affection, Freeman, and Apothecary Diaries.
Apothecary
Got it.
Diaries, yeah. And then I just want to see what's in the must protect at all costs character. I always love this category. So Anya's in here, Frieren, Okarun, Senshi from Delicious in Dungeon, Tokiyuki from what show is this? Oh, from the Elusive Samurai. This is on my watch list. I haven't watched it yet though.
Oh, this one's easy for me.
And Yuki from A Sign of Affection. Where's how come Boji didn't make it in this category again? From
It didn't come out last year.
oh, didn't season? Wait, when did
No.
season 2 start? Was that this year? I guess it must have been. Hmm.
Unless
Uh,
they didn't get enough votes or nominations.
that's sad.
Who's the character from?
I'm
Who's the
choosing.
character from Elusive Samurai? Is that the main character that they're referring to?
I
I
think
forget
so.
the character's
Yes,
name.
that is
Okay.
that's the main character. Yeah.
No, that character can protect himself.
Okay.
He's elusive. You can't hit him. It's
I
just
would vote for either Anya or Yuki from A
it's
Sign of Affection.
Anya for sure.
Well, who'd you vote
Anya.
for,
This is
James?
always
Anya.
gonna
Anya
be
got my
Anya.
vote.
Got it. Okay.
Wait, who was your vote, James?
Anya.
Anya. How can I like? Yeah, she's the baby. Like, who else is a little baby here?
All right. Any other categories that you guys want to go through before we Oh wait, best action. Let's go through that real quick. So Bleach, Kaiju number 8, Dan to Dan, Solo Leveling, Demon Slayer, and Windbreaker. Who you guys have for best action?
So lovely.
Of course, but I'm glad to see Windbreaker nominated for something in here.
See,
Jaja?
this is where I would give it to Demon Slayer. Believe it or not.
For best action, there was no action in the training arc.
You sure about that?
Yes.
All right. So then I switched that to.
Right? Yeah, like nothing really crazy happened in the training arc. It was like a filler season.
I'll give it to Kaiju. Why not?
Yeah. Put best
Round
action, nominate Demon Slayer for best action next year when the first movie comes
Even
out.
though I
Because then
think
it'll probably win.
Dan is gonna sweep some of these possibly. Like,
You
I
think so?
really do. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think that Dan to Dan. No, if it comes
I
to
think it's
action,
fan voting.
yeah, it's fan. What? No, is it?
They have judges, but it like people vote too, so
Yeah, that's
I'm
true.
not sure how they're doing this.
I feel like that show went so viral.
It did, but like for the wrong like I don't when I think about the action in Dan to Dan compared to like the action in Kaiju number 8 and like the action in Windbreaker and I don't know, I'm assuming the action in Solo Leveling, I don't think it wins. Uh
I don't know. You might have to watch the Dan again. Those action scenes were
I
pretty
don't
epic.
I don't need to watch it again. I don't need to watch it again. But I'm surprised are you choosing Dan to Dan over Kaiju number 8?
No, I chose at first I went with Demon Slayer, but now that you say, I mean, it's between the Dan and Kaiju for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, I just want to say shout out to Victoria Johnson. I don't know if you guys remember. We interviewed her a long, long time ago. She was on actually, Jaja, I don't know if you were there. She has the Sailor Moon podcast. James, do you remember that? You were there, right? When we interviewed her?
No.
Yeah, you were. Get out of here.
What?
Yes, you were.
Where's the AI, Jaja?
It was a couple years ago. She has a Sailor Moon fan club podcast, and we interviewed her. You may or may not have been there, but I distinctly remember you being there. Anyway, she's a judge. She's one of the judges. So shout outs to her. I'm gonna cut out the fact that you said you don't remember. You were there. I'm gonna go back and look for that episode specifically.
Jaja, where's this AI, man? I was still a fan at that time.
No, you weren't. You were there. I have to go find.
I mean, I definitely
find
don't remember this, so
No, Jaja,
maybe.
I think that was before you were back.
Okay.
Yeah. I have to. You know what? I'm just gonna I'll
Just
find the
look it up.
episode. I'll find the episode. I'll find it. Okay. Any more categories that you guys want to go through before we wrap for this week?
Yeah, I'm looking at the best voice artist performance in English,
Of course.
and Armin is in here.
I can't even vote in this category as I've watched none of these shows in English.
I just think that's pretty funny.
Oh my God, Attack on Titan has weaseled their way into this awards into this again. My God. Wait a minute.
Funny. If they
Why?
would have had Aaron, I would have voted for Aaron.
Attack on Titan is over. Attack on Titan wasn't out last year. Wait. Oh wait. Attack on Titan final
The final chapter is the second special.
What is that?
There.
Attack on Titan ended the what? Wait. I'm sorry. What is this? This is not.
Shannon, don't try to make sense of it. It was there. It was last year. It's okay.
No, what was last year? Not the end. Not the end of the show.
Didn't it come out in like January or something?
No, it was the year before last. I don't think it was it. I don't know. Now you're making me second guess. When did the?
It's there.
Thank God I didn't get nominated for anything else. When did the final episode?
Oh man, that's funny.
And to clarify, the judges nominate things and fans vote for the winners. So
the judges nominate
just
things.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
So
So
one of them nominated Attack on Titan.
first of all, can I say something? According to Google AI, which it could be wrong, who knows? Attack on Titan, the final season, the final chapter, Special 2, which is specifically what this is highlighting, premiered on November 5th, 2023. 2023, Dada. Why is it in here?
When did it end?
No. The special 2. Special 2.
When did
That's
it
what
end?
it's talking about.
It was only one episode.
It was one episode. It came out in 2023.
They cheated.
Listen, I am sick of you, Attack on Titan. Get out of here. Get out of here. You've dragged it out and you've weaseled your way into enough of these Crunchyroll anime awards to last a lifetime. And yet here they are again. This is a mistake. Get them out.
Well, looking at the eligibility criteria, a majority of the season aired on television or online in Japan between October 1st, 2023 and December 31st, 2024.
What?
Look at that.
What?
Anything from October is in there.
Oh God. Whatever. I'm glad that was the only thing. No more. Okay. Who are you voting for then, Jaja? Are you voting for Armin in that category?
Yeah.
You are?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't really know the other ones too much. I don't know who AJ Beckless is in the end of the end. And
he's
I don't know who that character.
He's actually a black guy.
He's black.
Who did he play? Oh, he played Okuran. Oh, that's Okuran's boy. Oh,
yeah, remember when they did the fan art as black characters?
Oh,
yeah, he was very vocal in
I'm
that.
sorry, I didn't click into them. I thought the name on here was the name of the characters in the show. So I'm like, who is this character in the show? But no, that's the name of the voice actor. Duh. So yeah, AJ Beckless, I give it to him.
Thank you.
Beckles or Beckles, right?
I voted for
Beckles, yeah. All right. Any other categories before we wrap up for this week? I'm gonna vote. Well, I'm gonna watch those other two shows that I didn't watch in Best Anime of the Year, and then I'm gonna do my voting.
You can vote once a day.
And voting. Wait, is voting only this week? Wait a minute.
It's still April 14th.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Isn't that next week? Oh no, it's the week after. Oh my God. Okay, I have a lot of podcast homework I need to do. I want to be as informed as possible. All right. Anything else before we wrap up for this week, guys?
Yeah, I went to our YouTube. I checked out the Sailor Moon fans rejoice. I'm nowhere to be found.
Oh wait, you found it? Yeah. Wait, who was on it? Was Jossie on there with me, or was it right by myself? Yep. Oh, it was Jossie. Wait, no, that's not the right episode. Is it?
Is that not Mel? Who's this thing?
Is that the guest? Wait, hold on.
No, we pulling receipts now.
Either I don't know who Mel is or the show notes are wrong. See, we
Hold
gotta
on,
fact
wait.
check Shannon every chance we get, Jaja. I can't believe this, man.
Wait, is this search bar? Oh, wait, hold on, wait. Is this search bar searching within the? Did you scroll all the way down to find that? How
I
did you
got
find that?
No, I just
I got
searched Blurs and Nerds Victoria Johnson
Oh, on YouTube or in Google?
on YouTube.
Interesting.
You must
I
be
gotta
using the
search Blurred
Google
Nerds.
browser. You got to use Microsoft Edge.
I don't know, sir. I work for Google, so I can't.
Oh man,
Um,
I gotta search Birds and Nerds. Jaja likes The Sims.
that might work.
oh, yeah, that was Mel. That was Mel, and that was Jossie. Oh, James, look at you. Nowhere to be found.
Where to be found? I was just a guy listen to a podcast.
She
That's
gets
how
all
these
her
things
jobs
happen.
mixed up. It's okay.
That was 4 years ago. Wow.
That's how these things happen to me, guys.
But anyway, shout out to her. But like she's usually everywhere that we go. Like she was at BlerdCon. Oh, you didn't go to the Janelle Monáe panel, but she was she was the moderator for the Janelle Monáe panel. She does a lot of stuff in the nerd community, so shout out to her. It's pretty cool. All right. Anything else before we wrap up for this week, guys?
Save
That's all
your
I
money
got.
for these expensive video games.
Wait, what'd you say?
Said save your money for these expensive video games.
Nope. I will not. Yeah, that's true. Save. I'll TBD. You guys will know next week if I decided to buy Assassin's Creed. Probably not though. I'm just gonna go through my backlog and pretend I'm playing Assassin's Creed. All right. Well, thanks everyone for joining us for another week of the podcast. As always, you can like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram at Blerdsnerds, follow us on TikTok. TikTok was saved for another 75 days, guys. So go and follow us on there while it's still around. Send us an email, blerdsnerds@gmail.com, if you're a creator of color in the blurred space and want to come on the show to talk about your work, or if you have any episode suggestions. And yeah, rate, review, and subscribe to us on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your podcast listening app of choice. As always, I'm Shannon.
I'm James.
I'm Jaja.
Thanks for listening, guys. Bye.
Peace.